Pamela Anderson and her husband of 1 year, Danny Hayhurst, are no more. The 54-year-old is reportedly filing for divorce in Canada, where the couple have been living. Rolling Stone.
Most celebrities' marriages can be described as taking a roller coaster ride. It is a mixture of thrilling excitement and crunching pain. When one partner is exposed to the other's dark side, they opt out of the marriage quickly as they opted in. However, some celebrities believe in second chance and giving forgiveness a try. In this video, let's take a quick run of celebrities who married twice. Number 25. Pamela Anderson and Salomon. Pamela Anderson and Salomon first married in 2007. However, a few months after the seemingly happy marriage came the news of an annulment. The reason was kept secret, but further investigation revealed why the couple separated during the December festive period. It all started when the assistant of the former Baywatch star noticed a crack pipe in the Christmas tree. The assistant reported the strange revelation to Pamela. Pamela took the situation to Rick, suggesting that he was the one who placed such an inappropriate object in the Christmas tree. Strangely, Rick didn't take responsibility, leaving the whole matter in the air as to who did it. Pamela was so sure that it was Rick who could have pulled such an act, knowing the substance intake history of the poker player. Due to the unresolved issue, Pamela issued an annulment in the court against the marriage. The estranged couple went their separate ways, although they continued to keep in touch and sustained a low-key friendship pattern. After about 7 years of staying away from each other, the couple decided to settle their differences and come together again in 2014. The situation after the remarriage was more terrible than the first. Pamela revealed in her documentary that Rick, a poker player, will pass his aggression to her after having a bad day in his game. This aggression, coupled with other misconduct, triggered Pamela to issue another divorce lawsuit in August 2014. But before the court could raise a charge over the lawsuit, she ordered that the case be dismissed, which was a big action of instability. After about another 6 months of rest, Pamela expressed her frustration in the marriage by filing another divorce suit. This time, it was irreversible. Number 24. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton were married to different partners before meeting on a movie set, Cleopatra. Unexpectedly, the actors drowned in what we can describe as a river of intense love. Due to this, their marriage suffered a great deal, and what came thereafter was a divorce in their respective families. Since the marriage barrier has been removed, the two lovers have nothing to hinder them from exploring their boundless love. They married in 1964. However, the couple high-profile love suffered a big setback in 1974, a decade after their wedding. The couple had to go their separate ways. In 1975, they reconsidered their relationship and got married again. With the look of things, the situation didn't take a new turn, so for the couple not to keep enduring what they shouldn't and suffer in pain, they separated that same year. This time, there was no third chance. The couple continued their love life with an entirely different person. Number 23. Nene Leakes and Greg Leakes. In one of those random meetings, Greg Leakes met Nene Leakes, and what came thereafter is a stranger falling in love with another. They exchanged numbers, and you sure know how the love thing goes. Worthy to note is that Nene Leakes wasn't yet the superstar actress. She was just an exotic dancer, a profession that Greg stopped her from doing. After about 6 months of walking the relationship path, the two lovers decided to step into marriage. In 1997, the lovebirds walked down the aisle. The experience that came thereafter was two couples sharing years of intense love, which was before the fame came anyway. In 2008, Nene got a role in the highly successful Real Housewives of Atlanta. Greg revealed that the sudden fame got into Nene's head. Since she couldn't take the cloud off her head, the couple threaded the path of divorce in 2011. In an interview, Nene explained that she couldn't endure being treated in an unsatisfactory manner, making the reason for the separation. However, a time came when the two lovers had to look beyond their weakness. By 2012, the estranged couple caught the media's attention after being seen together often. The follow-up to the constant walking around together was an engagement on January 1, 2013, and a remarriage in June 22 of the same year. Number 22. Elon Musk and Talulah Riley. Elon Musk, the tech billionaire, was also caught in the bounce-in, bounce-off marriage cycle. Elon Musk married the Inception actress, Talulah Riley, in 2010 after deciding to take their 2-year dating journey into a final destination. Shockingly, It looked like the two newlywed couples were not cut in for marriage, considering the situation that followed 2 years later. In 2012, the couple announced their divorce, leaving many fans to wonder what could be happening between the Tesla boss and the superstar actress. The situation leading to their divorce wasn't for public consumption. A few months after the divorce, another shocker came in. The estranged couple decided to give their marriage a second try. In 2013, they remarried. After the remarriage saga, Elon filed a divorce suit in 2014 on New Year's Eve. He realized that was a wrong move. Therefore, he withdrew the request 7 months later, at least to give a reconciliation process a try. Badly, the reconciliation didn't work, giving the couple the final decision that the marriage was all shades of wrong. Riley spearheaded the divorce, and this time, it was forever. Number 21. Eminem and Kim Scott. Mashal Mather, popularly known as Eminem, and Kim Scott's union is a typical example of a tumultuous marriage. The two met back then in high school around the 80s. Eminem was just a rap hobbyist at that time. In one of his rap runs in the high school, he was standing on a table. The 13-year-old Kim Scott was impressed by the good performance and enthusiasm, while the 15-year-old Eminem just found love. The two new young lovers went to Eminem's house to meet his mother. From there on, they started an on-and-off relationship. The two lovers welcomed their first and only daughter and child, Haley, in 1995. During this time, Eminem faced the most difficult chapter of his life. Fame had not come. Thus, finance was a nightmare. The situation got so bad that Eminem once contemplated suicide. However, luck smiled on Eminem in 1999. After tying the knot with Kim Scott, he rose to fame. But then, fame threw Eminem off balance in his relationship. Ego came in, and dedication dwindled. During an interview with Dr. Keith Albo in 2007, Kim revealed an issue fueling their eventual breakup. She said, "When Marshall's first tour started, his ego just went poof, like he was God. That's what he thought." The crisis between the two young lovers led to their divorce in 2001, leading them to live separately. However, they moved past their disagreement, deciding to give their marriage a second chance. They remarried on January 14th, being their 15th years of being together. Sadly, the war-torn marriage only stood for 41 days. Eminem left on February 25th. Number 20. Dionne Warwick and William Elliott. William Elliott, actor and drummer, has a bad reputation with women. Dionne Warwick knew about it, yet decided to marry Williams, hoping he had changed. Dionne and William tied the knot in 1966. It wasn't long before Dionne realized she had made a mistake getting married. She wanted freedom. Her next plan was to divorce. May 1967, their divorce was finalized in the U.S. court. However, 4 months after the divorce, the couple decided to walk through their crisis and give marriage a second chance. Their second marriage happened in September 1967. After renewing their vow, they welcomed 2 adorable kids. The second marriage was showing a good sign of success until 1975, when divorce news came from the couple. That was the end. Number 19. Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson. Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson made the hottest Hollywood couple in the 80s. The two actors were the biggest names in the industry at that time. The future partners' paths crossed in 1972 during the filming of The Herod Experiment. From that movie set, the two young actors cannot deny the strong love beaming in their hearts. The young lovers took their relationship to another level in 1976 by getting married. The marriage remained for 6 months, after which it collapsed. The couple continued their separate lives and relationships for over a decade. In 1989, they got back in line and decided to give marriage a rethought. After the marriage, they gave birth to Dakota Johnson, the super actress who followed in her parents' footsteps in the movie industry. However, the second marriage didn't last forever. It only withstood 5 years, and thereafter, they moved their separate ways. Number 18. Judge Judy and Jerry Sheindlin. Judge Judy and Jerry Sheindlin had shared their first marriage with different partners. They met in 1977 after a chat session in a New York bar. Not long after the meeting, the couple walked down the aisle. Although Jerry was not ready for such a commitment due to his skepticism about marriage after his first failed attempt. In an interview, Judy revealed that, "I drag him to the altar." As funny as that sounds, there is nothing wrong with pushing your desires into reality. In 1990, the couple had a big setback after Judy lost her dad. Judy felt that Jerry wasn't showing enough support in this dark moment, so she threatened a divorce. expecting Jerry to come with a remorseful act. Jerry decided to take the daredevil action. Surprisingly, Judy served Jerry a divorce paper on the second day. It was like a dream to Jerry. A few days after the divorce, the estranged couple had already grown tired of their separation. Jerry revealed, "I missed her presence the first week we were separated. It was the first time in years that we didn't get to see each other every single day. It was a strange experience." Unable to endure the separation, the couple decided to iron out their differences and take back their marriage in 1991. The second marriage was a lesson learned for the two. They have been together, proving strong in their marriage for 3 decades. Number 17. Richard Pryor and Jennifer Lee. Jennifer Lee and Richard Pryor's paths crossed in 1977. Jennifer met the comic legend after working with a friend to decorate his newly acquired house interior. During their time at work, Richard and Jennifer shared a close relationship. The couple started dating in 1978, and by 1981, they got married. After the marriage, Jennifer realized that so many things were going on in Richard's life that she couldn't endure. Expressing her awkward experience with Richard to the People magazine, she said that Richard loved freebase cocaine as much, if not more, than he loved her. The substance abuse was a big turnoff for Jennifer, who issued a divorce paper to Richard. Another reason for their separation was the irrational act of Richard hitting Jennifer on their honeymoon. The aggressive act pissed Jennifer off. 19 years after the divorce, Richard seeks a reunion with Jennifer. At that moment, he was already in a wheelchair and diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Jennifer knew she was not returning to Richard to continue the old days fun and have a good time. Nevertheless, she accepted, and the separated couple remarried in 2001. The second marriage was a difficult moment for Jennifer, having to support Richard, who is already in a wheelchair and surviving several misconduct coming from Richard's ex-wives and children. She stayed till his passing away. Number 16. Barbara Walters and Merv Adelson. Barbara Walters met Merv Adelson on a blind date. Following the meeting, the two couples decided to get married in 1981. Barbara and Merv have shared a marriage with other partners before their new marriage. Barbara had married 2 husbands already. When asked about her previous breakups, she said that her busy acting schedule and low commitment affected the relationship. The question is, will such experience also negatively affect her new relationship with Merv? The reason for the marital failure between Barbara and Merv wasn't defined. Assumptions can be laid on her career. The couple went their separate ways in 1984. Nevertheless, they felt like there was something that they needed to still work on with each other. 2 years after their divorce, the two movie icons decided to look beyond their differences and go for a second marriage in 1986. Unfortunately, the second marriage didn't last forever. They finally separated in 1992, and ever since then, they have maintained a good friendship. Number 15. Larry King and Arlene Akins. Larry King is a prominent television and radio host. He was married 8 times, sharing 2 marriages with the former Playboy Bunny actress, Arlene Akins. The first marriage with Arlene started from 1960 and 1963. The marriage lasted only 3 years, and they adopted Andy, Atkins's son. After the separation, Larry King moved on with another woman, Mickey Sutphin. This marriage happened between 1964 and 1967. The couple had a daughter, Kelly, together. Even with the birth of a child, the marriage still experienced a breakup. After the separation, Larry King felt returning to Arlene is the best thing for him. Following his belief, he hooked up with Arlene and started their remarriage journey. The remarriage came up in 1968. This time, the couple had the privilege of welcoming their first biological child. They welcomed baby Chaya in 1969. The birth of the child didn't give the marriage any assurance, as many would assume. 2 years later, the couple divorced in 1971. Number 14. Marie Osmond and Steve Craig. Marie Osmond and Steve Craig shared a remarkable wavy love story and relationship. In 1982, the passionate lovers married each other, sharing a good prospect. After giving birth to their kids, a crisis arose in the marriage. In 1985, it was evident that the couple could not end the marital crisis between them. Thus, they divorced. Marie moved on with another soulmate. Steve was also engaged in other relationships. However, Marie had issues with her second husband. Then it dawned on her that retracing her steps back to her former husband would be a move in the right direction. In 2011, the longtime separated couple decided to mend their old, forgotten marriage and go on to a second marriage. The fascinating thing at the wedding was the same dress that the couple wore for the wedding. Following the wedding, People magazine asked Marie the reason for the second marriage after more than a decade apart. She said, "Stephen was getting married, and we realized we can't go to our son's wedding and not be married." She continued, "So we got married a few months before he did. He joked that he never thought it would happen, but it did." They had a good reason to revisit their past. Number 13. Sophia Loren and Carlo Ponti. Carlo Ponti and Sophia Loren shared a story of a complicated love life. The two soulmates met in 1950 when Sophia was 15 and Carlo was 37. Sophia had a charming beauty that Carlo couldn't deny. It isn't a surprise that Carlo advised Sophia to participate in a beauty pageant. Following the love affair, Carlo became Sophia's mentor and a guide to her successful acting career. Challenges surfaced in the relationship after their proxy marriage in 1957. Carlo was already married to Giuliani Fiastri. Although he tried to divorce Giuliana, the divorce proved to be hard and impossible due to the Catholic law surrounding it. Carlo dared the Vatican law by marrying his heartthrob Sophia. The result of that action was a bigamy charge against Carlo. The relationship was locked in exile. After struggling with the contradiction against their marriage, it was annulled in 1962. However, 4 years later, the couple walked down the aisle again in 1966 in France. At this time, Carlo was already a French citizen, separated from the Vatican law. After the marriage, the couple enjoyed several years of lovely moments till Carlo's death in 2007. Number 12. Terrence Howard and Laurie McComas. Terrence Howard is an American actor credited for his versatility, taking different roles in films and television shows. Terrence tied the knot with the actress Laurie McComas. Stories of misconduct and infidelity marred the marriage. The first marriage took place in 1994, and the couple welcomed their 2 kids. After almost 2 decades, the couple faced a serious marital crisis, leading to their first divorce in 2003. After this, the couple appeared to reserve a portion of love for each other. The love reignited in 2005, and they decided to continue their second marriage. The situation coming from the union reveals that the old crisis still existed, showing their inability to overcome their old battle. 6 years into the second marriage, the love partners couldn't endure living together. After this, they separated, marking their second and last divorce. The court compelled Terrence to pay a whopping $18 monthly in spousal and child support. The aftermath of the divorce was a public feud where both parties continued to make negative public statements about each other. Number 11. Elliott Gould and Jerry Bogart. One distinctive thing about Elliott Gould is his voice and ability to take different roles successfully. The successful actress met Bogart in 1969. Bogart just got separated from his first wife, Barbra Streisand. After about 4 years, the lovers married each other on December 8, 1973. But then, the bursting of their love was shadowed by some differences, leading to their eventual divorce in October 1975. 3 years after the divorce, the separated couple revisited their decision and decided to go on a second marriage. They believed that they would overcome their differences. After a decade of marriage, the couple outgrew their love and divorced each other on September 5, 1989. During their marriage, the couple had 2 children. First was Molly Gould, born on November 18, 1971, and last child was Samuel Gould, born on January 9, 1973. The separated couples have sustained a relationship beyond their divorce. Gould often speaks positively about Bogart, always using every opportunity to praise him. Obviously, there is still a spark of love in them. Number 10. Sinbad and Meredith Adkins. The marriage between the American actor and comedian Sinbad and low-key movie producer Meredith Adkins was characterized by challenges and complexities. The couple had their first marriage in 1985. The unexpected happened, leading to the failure of the marriage in 1992. However, a second chance came for the separated couple a decade later. They remarried in 2002. This time, they devised a strategy for a successful marriage by having a personal space and living apart. The couple is blessed with 2 children, Paige Adkins and Royce Beckley Adkins. Meredith has proven to be a very supportive partner. She stood by Sinbad throughout his health challenges, including his recent stroke. Love is beautiful after all. Number 9. Robert Bolt and Sarah Miles. Robert Bolt and Sarah Miles are both movie artists. The lovebirds met each other when Bolt, a creative playwright and screenwriter, was working on the screenplay of the movie Ryan's Daughter. David Lean's film had Miles taking an important role in the movie. During the movie production, the future couple met each other, and the rest was a story. Bolt and Miles's first marriage was in 1967. While the marriage lasted for more than 5 years, it hit the rocks in 1975. The biggest issue leading to their divorce was Miles's act of infidelity and Bolt's health struggle. After about 8 years of staying apart, the couple believed it was wrong to run from each other's weaknesses instead of living a life of forgiveness and endurance. Living in that mindset, they decided to close the gap in their relationship to remarry in 1988. The second marriage carried the true definition of for better or for worse. Miles stood with Bolt till his death in 1995. It is good that the love story ended in a good way. Number 8. Fred Berry and Frances Cassandra. Fred Berry was an American actor and comedian. One of the best roles that fueled his popularity was rerun Stubbs in the popular 1970s sitcom What's Happening? The talented costume designer married Frances Cassandra in 1976. The love partner shared good moments that lasted 2 years before their strange divorce in 1978. The divorce didn't last for long before the two estranged couple decided to mend their broken relationship and remarried the same year. However, the marriage didn't grow beyond the 2-year threshold. In 1980, the marriage had its final halt and the couple went their separate ways. The estranged partner shared 3 kids. The first was DeShannon, Portia, and Freddie. Number 7. Milton Berle and Joyce Matthews. Milton Berle is popularly known as Mr. Television due to his unrelenting effort towards progressing the early days of television. The movie icon and comedian tied the knot with the actress and singer Joyce Matthews in 1941. The marriage had a tumultuous experience due to several challenges. After 6 years, the couple adopted a daughter. Not long after the adoption, the couple went their separate ways. After 2 years of staying away from each other, the couple couldn't endure their separation. Therefore, they had to come together for a second marriage. However, it was a futile journey since the marriage couldn't last beyond a year. The marriage ended in 1950. The divorce was one of the biggest high-profile divorces, making a lasting impact in the media. Number 6. June Allyson and Alfred Glenn Maxwell. June Allyson captivated audiences with her excellent on-screen presence and unique husky voice. She is versatile, taking the role of actress, dancer, and singer. The highly talented artist married her heartthrob on October 13, 1963. The marriage happened a few months after the death of her husband. The marriage couldn't pass the 2 years test. In January 1963, the couple went their separate ways. However, the couple couldn't take their eyes off each other. Less than a year after the divorce, the once married couple decided to mend their relationship and go for a second marriage on April 1, 1966. The love fire dwindled again 4 years later, leading to the second and final divorce on March 17, 1970. The marriage was marred by several issues leading to its failure. Number 5. Marie Osmond and Steve Craig. Marie is a renowned American singer, actress, and television personality. She married a Dallas businessman, Steve Craig, on June 26, 1982, in Dallas, Texas. The newly married couple thought marriage was only a journey of love and pleasure. However, the unexpected event struck them, and they think that the best way to overcome the challenge is to divorce each other. The couple went their separate ways. Osmond shared a second marriage with Brian Basil between 1986 and 2007, while Steve maintained his single status. However, the estranged couple had a second shot at love on May 4, 2011. Osmond took the marriage as a big opportunity to repair her first and most cherished marriage. Number 4. Lana Turner and Joseph Stephen Crane. Talk about a beauty queen on screen, Lana Turner is a perfect picture to consider. The legendary actress was popular for her captivating appearance and her endless creativity. She fell in love with Joseph Stephen Crane after overcoming her broken marriage with Artie Shaw in 1940. The two lovers exchanged vows on July 17, 1942, but it looked like the proper process was not followed before the marriage. Information revealed that Joseph hadn't finalized his divorce from his former wife, Carol Ann Kurtz, before the marriage. The result of this information was the annulment of the marriage in 1943. This setback didn't stop the lovers from exploring their deep love for the second time. The couple married for the second time on March 14th of the same year. The marriage faced unforgivable challenges stemming from Crane's struggle to get a good job, coupled with his gambling addiction. The frustrated Turner couldn't continue enduring Joseph's mess. The following year, they divorced each other. After the marriage, Turner married 6 more times, while Joseph also had multiple marriages. Number 3. Rosemary Clooney and Jose Ferrer. Rosemary Clooney is a standout musician, credited for her warm, velvety voice and creativity in traditional pop and jazz genres. The celebrated musician found love in the Puerto Rican actor, director, and producer, Jose Ferrer. The creative and hardworking couple had their first marriage on June 1, 1953. The marriage proved to be a fruitful one. The couple had 5 children. The first child was Miguel, followed by Maria, Gabriel, Monsita, and Rafael. In spite of the long list of children, it seems Jose's appetite for women wasn't satisfied. Jose went ahead to engage in extramarital affairs with other ladies. This revelation marked the reason for the end of their blossoming marriage in 1961. Another reason for the separation is connected to Jose's struggles with depression. More than 3 years after the separation, the couple thought about reconciliation. After reconciling, they married for the second time. Unfortunately, the second marriage couldn't do the magic. Challenges also arose, putting an end to the love affairs. This time, Rosemary cited that the relationship between Jose and Stella Maggi marked the reason for their separation. The reason was accurate. After the separation, Jose tied the knot with much younger Stella Maggi. Number 2. Natalie Wood and Robert Wagner. Natalie Wood and Robert Wagner's marriage narrates a fascinating love story. Do you know that Natalie's interest in Robert started when she was 10 years old? As strange as that sounds, Natalie saw Robert when he was 18. That day, she told her mother, "I'm going to marry him." Wishes do come true though, especially when it involves love. The couple officially met on a publicity date set up by 20th Century Fox in 1956. Following the meeting, the lovebirds married on December 28, 1957, at the Scottsdale United Methodist Church in Arizona. The highly celebrated marriage faced serious challenges stemming from the infidelity laid against Wood. It was found that she was showing strong interest in fellow star Warren Beatty. The infidelity allegation pressured the marriage into a divorce on April 27, 1962. Almost a decade later, the couple reconnected. They decided to turn a blind eye to their unpleasant past and move ahead to their second marriage in their yacht, Splendor, along the coast of Malibu. The marriage bounced back stronger this time and could withstand difficulties and challenges. Number 1. Gloria DeHaven and Richard Fincher. Gloria DeHaven was a renowned American actress and singer. She tied the knot with the renowned film director, Robert Fincher, in 1957. The marriage was shadowed with challenges, leading to a sudden breakup in 1963. In 1965, the couple feels they can still rebuild their failed marriage. They took a courageous step by going for a second marriage in 1965. It turned out that they are not meant to be together. 4 years after the second marriage, they decided to separate in 1969. The couple shared 2 children, Harry born in 1958 and Faith born in 1962. If given a second chance, will you follow the path of remarriage with your partner, like the celebrities mentioned in this video? Let's know your view in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video. Before you go, click the video next to your screen.